So here you can see we're working on the foundation pad. Step one was to pour the center foundation piece, which is this large concrete form. This is supporting a lot of the weight of the house, and this is also where the large natural tree is going to get placed on a pin on this form. So it had to be really strong and really bomber, and any type of pre-manufactured pieces weren't going to do the job. So I made this. It's 3 foot by 3 foot base. It's about 6-7 inches deep with steel inside of it, and then I've made this form piece on top just out of some kind of really thin plywood type stuff. And yeah, we see here we poured it with cement. Make sure it's all leveled, and we had Zach and Caroline helping us out, mixing by hand out there because we only had one to pour, so bringing out a big machine really didn't seem like it made much sense. So we just mixed a few wheelbarrows full of cement, and it all seemed to work out just fine. So you see we stuck a pin right out the middle of it, and then we used that center foundation form as a guide. So we pulled a chain off of that at the radius of the dome, and we could run that around a circle and find out where to put the pier blocks. Then to find out how far apart to space the pier blocks, we created a second chain, and then a third chain because there's different dimensions, and that helps us to determine how far apart to set the blocks. After that, we dug in holes. We got through all the topsoil down to this redder type soil that's a lot more stable. We backfilled them in with gravel, and we'd do a little bit at a time, and we'd compact them. And actually, we went back in and added more gravel to everything to raise it up even higher, compacting and leveling as we went. Eventually, there's going to have to be a drain along the north side of the building. So we'll have to dig in a French drain with some plastic corrugated piping just to make sure everything drains properly. And here you see Zach tamping away. And we just kept tamping and backfilling and tamping. Here's Essie, just marking off the centers of each one to help us set them into place. They're pretty heavy. They're about 158 pounds a piece. So yeah, we found some better techniques later on that helped us out. And there's the finished product.
What are you doing?
I am assembling our deck pie pieces. So this is the deck. It'll go around in a big 15 of these in a circle. And yeah, we're just pre-assembling them. They're all wet, so the wood here is pretty wet. So I would like to stain it, but I'm worried I don't want to stain it. I don't want to stain it when it's all wet, because you're kind of like locking in all the moisture. So it's kind of like, not sure which one I'm going to do, but we definitely got to do a lot more sanding of these. But with the time constraints, we might just have to put them all in place and then sand them after the fact, which would be a lot more work, but it'll at least be dry, and we'll hopefully get a roof over our head in the next 2 weeks. So fingers crossed.
Kind of loud. I'm finding the pieces for the deck based on the measurements, and then Robert's putting it together. They're all cut out, the different sizes, following this as my map.
Bye.